50 years ago, there was no real border here. Egypt simply blended into Egyptian-controlled Gaza. A few days of fighting between Egypt and Israel would have consequences lasting decades for Gaza's Palestinian population. Before 1967, Mohammed ZOROB's family land was under Egyptian control. Until 1982, Israeli occupation. Then it was divided by a newly drawn border, stranding family members on either side.
We haven't been able to talk across the fence for 12 years. I feel broken-hearted when I can't see my relatives on the other side, just a few steps away. We talk on the phone, but it's not the same.
On the 5th of June 1967, nearly 200 Israeli planes launched strikes on Egyptian airfields, while ground troops attacked Egyptian forces that had been massing in Sinai. By the 8th, Gaza and the entire Sinai Peninsula were under Israeli control. This border was established 15 years after the war in the peace deal between Egypt and Israel, but it's no historical artifact. It's been in a constant state of change, the buffer zones being widened and hardened as Gaza as a whole has become ever more cut off from the outside world. That isolation is reaching crisis point 50 years after a military defeat known by Palestinians as NAKSA, or the Great Loss. The economy has been devastated by 10 years of blockade. Electricity is supplied at best on a schedule of 4 hours on, 12 off, after the Palestinian Authority stopped paying to fuel the Hamas-controlled power station.
I think now Gaza is collecting the peak harvest of NAKSA. NAKSA and the Israeli occupation are behind all the problems. Unemployment is the highest ever, poverty is the highest ever. People are losing hope. I can say that the Gaza Strip is completely collapsing.
The Israeli occupation ended with the withdrawal of soldiers and settlers in 2005. Hamas, which won elections the following year, chased rival group Fatah out of the territory in 2007. Since then, Gazans have had to absorb the damage and death wrought by 3 separate conflicts with Israel, the lack of democracy under Hamas rule within, and the crippling, mentally sapping blockade from without. For Mohammed ZOROB, the NAKSA is not a historical event. Its great loss pervades the present as well as the past, and he worries, for those younger than him, that it also embodies the future. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, Rafah, Gaza.